was born in a Catholic family. My family was, we loved God so much. We knew a lot about God, but we never knew God like in a personal relationship. And I used to go every Sunday meeting in my Catholic church, and I always felt when I was a kid that I want God more in my life, but I don't know how to find Him more in my life. So I kept searching since I was a child for God, and I entered a youth, a youth organization, and I was a kid in this youth organization, and people were leaders on me, and it was, I think it's non-denominational, but at the same time Catholic, like their beliefs, everything they do, it's so Catholic, but they are more non-denominational. So I was a kid and I had no personality when I was a kid. I couldn't speak, I remember the first time I went in this meeting, the first time I attended one of the meetings, I was sitting in the corner and I don't want to talk to anyone because I can't and I'm useless. That's the voices that were in my head.
Sorry, and when you were a small child?
Yes.
Or
No, I was like a teenager, if you want.
Teenager?
Yes.
In the Catholic Church?
Yes, in the
youth ministry.
The youth ministry of the Catholic Church, yes. But there, God worked a lot in my life, and I had a personality through these youth meetings, and I became a leader there. So it was a big change in my life, like really God worked in this. But at the same time, I had a lot of sins in my life that I wasn't proud of. Today I am proud of, by the way. So since I had no personality and I was always trying to take identity from people, not from mine. Like if you smoke, I smoke, okay, just like me. I don't know, you do things, I do the same things. I just wanted people to like me because I couldn't like myself, and I couldn't love myself. So I just want people to love me that way, by doing what they want, not what I am. And because of that, also I had a bad relationship with a guy when I was a small kid. When I was teenager, in my puberty time. And since I always feel that nobody loves me, so in my mind, no girl will like me. So I just wanted someone to love me, so I started searching for guys to love me. Because I felt that it's easier. And the devil was so brave while putting things in my mind that you are created like that. You won't change. That's your life. And I started to believe this voice in my head because I really had no way out from being what I am. So by time growing, I started to search for a lot of love in my life that I needed. My parents were really wonderful parents, but you know, in Arabic, in Middle East, their parents wasn't that good, and the parents of their parents wasn't that good. So psychologically, they are like there's a lot of sickness inside of people in the Middle East, and they always bring it to their kids without even knowing. I thank God today I have maybe the vision about how life works and how I can really affect on my child that my parents maybe didn't have it before. So while growing and while searching for God, this sin was taking me off the relationship with God, especially when you're told that you are born like this. So God created me like this, and so in my mind, God created me to be having a bad life. So how I'm gonna love Him? That's all I thought about since I was a kid. And I was alone with this, and because of that, and because the society don't love me, God don't love me, and if my parents know, of course they will not love me. That's what I always felt. So I tried to commit suicide a lot. I never got to do it. I never had the courage to commit suicide. I tried it a lot, and but I always had hope inside of me that I never knew where it comes from, and I always wanted to believe that God really exists and God really loves me. But when I was going to church, I always sit and say, God, please, I don't want this sin in my life. Sometimes I feel it's not who I am, but it's just in my life. And I always tell him that, God, I really don't want that in my life, so please help me. And there was no answer, always. The more I'm growing, the more I'm growing in sin also. So my life growing, and when I became adult, I had a lot of bad relationships, sexual relationships, and it destroyed me more and more and more. And I remember every time that I do a sex relationship, I feel so bad and I feel like it's not you, but that's life. So my purpose was to start search for a place that that people accept me. And you know, social media and movies and series can be really helping you with this, and how to search to people that loves you. I became a pornography addict, a masturbation addict, and in some years, if I continued, I had become also a sex addict. But here, where I started talking a lot to God and asking Him, like, I don't want this life. I don't want people to know that I am like this, because I can't accept that I am like this. And I can't believe that I am really born like this. And the devil always putting on my mind that you are like this. And there's no way out. There's no way out. So I had no light. It was full of darkness around me. And I started to try to feel like guys more, just to maybe I can go out from this situation. So I started smoking, because smoking is for guys in my mind and in the Middle East. Oh, you're a man, you smoke. I started doing a lot of things that are bad, just to look like I'm living the best life as a guy. I started drinking alcohol, I started going on parties. I did a lot of things. Until one day also I tried some cigarettes of weed, just because I put in my mind that I want to try everything in the world, because I'm coming once and then I will go, I don't know where, I don't care where anymore, but I just know that I want to live my life in any way that I can be happy. Here, I remember, actually now if I look all that time, I can see God's hand in my life, but when you're in the situation, you can't see it. It looks like full darkness. There's no hope, no light, nothing. And that was my life. And I had this responsibility since I was a kid. Like everyone was telling me, "Oh, you are so brave, you are so good, you are the best." And this hurted me. I don't want to be the best. I want to have mistakes. And I couldn't have mistakes, because if I have mistakes, then they will look at me in a different way. And I don't want that. So also this like ate from my teenager time, from my childhood. Like I didn't live the times that I'm supposed to live, because I was always like, oh, you have to be good, you have to look good, you have to be perfect. And I don't want to be perfect. So when I was in the last year in the high school, I decided I don't want to be perfect anymore. So I started going out of the school, running away. I started to do things I just want to get things off me. I just want to live my life. And when I entered the university, it was a little bit hard for me. I did 3 years the first year in university because I couldn't really focus on it, and I was trying to live my life and to study at the same time. So 4 years of my life were going like this, without I'm in university but not succeeding. And here I felt destroyed. Like there's nothing in my life anymore that deserves for me to continue. And Lebanon's situation started, and I was really hopeless at that time. I was like, okay, so no hope, no money, no work, no future. I can't be married. I used to like girls also, but I always felt like I can't be married. I can't marry someone and go sleep with another, even though if I love both. So I was hopeless, destroyed, and asking for God, but always no answer.